Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Black Prosperity Podcast. I'm your host, Danielle Jeter, and today I'm joined in the studio with my co-host.
Hello, I'm Steve Gilbert Jr. I'm glad to be here, and I'm excited for today's episode.
So this podcast is brought to you by the Miami-Dade Economic Advocacy Trust, and today we're excited to talk to you about a youth conference that is coming back to Miami. Again, I'm the boss of my life on April the 18th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Miami, and we're joined in the studio with the executive director of the organization who will be producing this awesome conference, Anthony Robinson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here. I'm glad to be here to talk about the 6th annual I'm the Boss of My Life Youth Conference, a day where we're going to have a lot of fun for our young people.
So tell us a little bit about your organization, the Overtown Youth and Children Coalition, and how this entire coalition came about, and what is it that you all do?
So the Overtown Children Youth Coalition was started in 2012. It was started as a way of making sure that resources come into the Overtown community, stay in the Overtown community, and be able to assist our families and our youth in the Overtown community. Our mission at Overtown Children Youth Coalition is to make sure that our young people have all the resources they need in order to reach their full potential. And we do that through working with our partnering organizations, those anchoring organizations in the Overtown community. Those organizations include Urgent Inc., Overtown Youth Center, Touching Miami with Love, Girl Power, the Optimist Club, and the Lotus House, Student for Success. So those are those foundation, those anchoring organizations that started the Overtown Children Youth Coalition. And as a result of that, we can continue to serve about 2,000 youth every year through all of our organizations. But now we have also expanded from not just working with the organizations, but also with the community as a whole, and making sure that the residents have opportunities and resources to thrive also, making sure that businesses that come into the community, they are a part of what's happening with our residents. Our young people have opportunities to learn entrepreneurship, to learn about careers and job opportunities, learn how to prosper. You know, the title of this podcast is Black Prosperity. So we have brought in and started working with the stakeholders in the community, the developers in the community, businesses in the communities, so that our young people can see what prosperity looks like.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think that's very important, that last part that you just touched on. What does our community understand what it looks like, right? And being in a position to be able to spread this awareness and this information is big, so.
And we enjoy doing it. I've been at the organization now 2 years, and each year we continue to grow, we continue to have fun, we continue to see the impact that's taking place in our community. Our young people their educational levels are increasing, their individuality, self-confidence has become stronger. They are becoming more engaged in understanding civil engagement, community engagement. So we're excited about the things that we're doing in the Overtown community. There's a lot that's happening in Overtown. Overtown is that place that's going to be thriving real soon again. And we are at the table, at the forefront of making sure that that history and that culture stays there also.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Overtown is a very historical place for us. So, to preserve that is big. So who is this summit for? What is there a particular age range that it's catered to? Can you give us some more insight on that?
So I am the Boss of My Life Youth Conference. It's for our young people, our high school and college age students, young people. And the idea behind the conference is to provide them with resources, opportunities, on how do they take control of the destination of their lives. Providing them with confidence, providing them with inspiration, motivation, encouragement on how do they not be afraid to understand who they are, to understand what their why is. And understanding their why, they'll then be able to pursue whatever goals or whatever dreams, whatever aspiration that they have. So we started this conference 6 years ago for that purpose, so that our young people can be in a safe place to be able to understand and learn those things. But not only just a safe place, but a place where they feel excited, where it's full of activities, full of excitement, It's not a day where it's going to be stuck in a classroom and going people preaching and lecturing to them, where they actually have input and insight into the conversation that's going to be taking place. So we're excited. April 18th at the Intercontinental Hotel, the 6th annual I Know Boss of My Life Youth Conference is going to be a day full of fun, full of a lot of activities for our young people.
Tell us some more about some of those key sessions, some of the activities that they're going to be doing. I know it's at 8 o'clock to 4 p.m. So tell us a little bit more about those breakouts.
Yeah, so we're going to get started at 8 o'clock. They get started a little early because we have transportation. So we realize, how do we eliminate any obstacles that may prevent our young people from coming or being a part of this conference? So we have transportation for our young people from Homestead all the way to Miami Gardens. Okay. So we have locations in Homestead, Perrine, North Miami, Overtown, and Miami Gardens, set locations that will pick our young people up and be able to bring them to the Intercontinental Hotel and then bring them back. So that gets started around about 7:30, depending on their location, where their pickup is from. They reach the hotel. We have registration, our breakfast set out for them. Then we have our morning session that's going to get started. The morning session is going to be powerful. We have a young lady coming in from Orlando, Dr. Keita Joy, who is going to be coming in and just going to set the pace, set the standard of what that day is going to look like. So she's going to bring a keynote address to our young people to get that started. And then we're going to go into some breakout sessions where our young people will spend about 45 minutes to an hour in a breakout session on several different topics. Some great topics such as, we live in this age of technology and social media. Right. So one of the topics is going to be think twice, click once.
Right. Because sometimes what you put up there, you can't retract that post. You can't retract that picture. So I like that they're being prepared to think about that aspect of technology.
And understanding that digital imprint and what that digital imprint can do to you. So that's one of the topics. Another topic, again, this is Black Prosperity podcast. So another topic is going to be build it, grow it, earn it, build it, grow it. So financial literacy and understanding what that is and how to build your financial. Yes. Then traits of being a boss. So we're going to break those sessions up to male and female. So what are those traits that a young person need to have in order to be a boss? We're also going to incorporate mental health into our conversation. So we have a young lady by the name of Maya Evans, who has an organization called Mental and Muscles, and she's going to be coming in and showing them how the two correspond and go together. That mental aspects and that muscle and that physical aspects of who you are. Wow. So we talking to her about that. Relationship building and understanding relationships, and whether they're male versus male, female to female, friend to friend, family. So just understanding those relationships. We have Delvin Rogers coming to talk about conflict resolution and understanding, how to resolve conflicts. In a way that yields results. Right. Positive results.
Adults need that. What? We talk about that all the time.
We have Delvin Rogers come to do that. We have Jefferson Noel coming also to speak with our young people on understanding he's returning. Jefferson also with us last year. Understanding your leadership style.
Okay, that's amazing at that age, right?
And one of the biggest session I'm so excited about is this one that normally doesn't come to our community, and that is taking your career abroad. So understand careers.
Let's really talk about it. Yeah.
Abroad. I'm over 24. Yeah. How can we get in a room?
Taking your careers abroad and understanding those careers abroad. We definitely, it's not a conversation that takes place in our community.
No.
So we have an organization that's coming in that talk with our young people.
Opening their mindset, right? Broadening their horizons, letting them know that it's so much opportunity in life beyond if you decide that you want to leave the state of Florida, if you want to explore other cultures. I think that's beautiful. I'm listening to all of these amazing sessions and I'm like, wow, I'm thinking back when I was a child and I'm like, I don't know if I was ever at a free youth conference like this, although I was raised in a great household in a middle-class neighborhood, but I feel like most of the enrichment, something like this would be more so at my church, which I certainly appreciate what the church continues to do for our communities. But the fact that this is one at the Intercontinental Hotel, which is a beautiful location, it's not like at like a school gym or a library, so you're giving them that elevated experience for them to feel like the boss at this conference. And then it's free and they're able to learn about topics that is not actually normally in a school setting or in the classroom, but it's personal development. And I think that anybody who decides to come, you bring your children, schools, make sure you sign up, that they're going to leave so full.
Yeah, they will. And it is the reason why we do the conference at this level. I think that's what makes our conference unique.
Super unique.
Because we want to put our young people in a situation, in a position where they feel like they're the boss. They feel that they're being treated differently. So when we say we have transportation, so we don't have school buses, we have coach buses.
Oh, wow.
That'll come to pick them up.
Style.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That's on another level.
You got Wi-Fi on the bus. You got a bathroom on the bus.
Right. You have to put the windows down.
Right.
Awesome.
So we have, coach buses picking them up. And, and the idea of having it at the Intercontinental Hotel overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, and they can see the boats and the yachts pass by throughout the conference. It gives them a visual of what they can strive to be. And so that is the main purpose of why we do the conference at this level. So that we can be able to demonstrate to our young people that you too can have this. Exposure is what it is.
Right.
It's where it starts.
Right.
Exposure, as Danielle said, through the church and through our being raised, we were exposed to a lot. And because of that, we have been able to accomplish what we have accomplished. We believe that the same thing should happen to our young people also, regardless of their economic background or their living conditions. They should have the same opportunities to be exposed and benefit those things. And anyone who says we shouldn't, we just don't deal with them.
Right.
I like that.
And to touch on something that you talked about, because there's a lot of great nuggets that you just dropped. In regards to the career of abroad, right? Someone being myself who lived abroad got to experience the world in a different view, something I never dreamed of when I was a kid. So understanding the opportunities that we have to kind of open up our eyes and say, well, maybe I don't have to be stuck in this box. I can go and live my life in Bali. I could go and live my life in France, or I could go and live my life in these countries and make good money doing it, right? So I think that's a big
peace of mind.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And that's something that, we don't talk about enough, if at all. And to your point, everybody wants to be the boss. But are you willing to pay the cost?
Come on, bars.
The cost.
So it's a lot that goes behind that. So I think it's great that, the kids are being able to get this hands-on type of learning experiences so they can say, okay, well, this is the path that I want to go down. Or maybe, I today open up my eyes and maybe I want to explore a different avenue. So, again, just having these conversations, especially at this age, is very important. So I commend you for the work that you've done and the work that you're continuing to do, because it's a conversation that needs to be continuously had.
And we're excited, and we thank you for that. Hearing words from an organization from ND to speak that to us is encouraging to us, and it makes me want to go out and even do more, because I know the great work that you all are doing in ND. And we want to be able to partner and work and demonstrate that we have those opportunities to collaborate and do things together. And we're thinking on the same page. With that, there is one piece I do want to mention that we have added to the conference this year. And that is a pitch competition.
You took my next question.
We did have a pitch competition to the conference this year. So we're going to have 8 groups that are going to do a business pitch. With them, we're going to have 3 winners. We're going to have 3 first, second, and third place winners. In the pitch competition, the grand winner will get a prize and awards totaling about $5,000.
Yeah, I saw that. They're going to be able to incorporate their business.
Right. So the winner,
the winner
will be able to website, get the business incorporated, logo design. We've been blessed to have Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce offer a 1-year membership to the chamber. A year mentorship would take place also. We're working with a bank that will allow these individuals to open up a bank account, a business account also. We give them they'll receive a laptop.
Wow.
So
they're really going to be set up to actually operate and be in business.
Yes. Giving them those foundational things they need to start a business. To the winner.
That's exciting.
Winner of this pitch competition. So we're excited about that. We are going to actually announce the winners at the conference. So the pitch competition itself will take place on April the 13th, the week before. They'll pitch to our judges, and then at the conference on the 18th, we'll actually make the announcements.
Is there any cash prizes?
There is a cash prize attached to it also.
Okay.
To the first place winner, there's a $500 cash prize attached to it also.
Listen, this is a great opportunity that you don't want to miss out on. If you are tuned in and you know a young person, if you are a young person or you are a parent, you are a guardian, you are an advocate, you are a mentor, make sure that you are signing up the young people for this because there's a lot of slots available, right? 200 attendees are able to attend for free. So let's not sign up one child. Let's sign up all 10 on your block that you know.
Exactly.
Get them to the bus. And let's make sure that they have this opportunity. And especially those who are very enterprising. I remember just my own story being super young. First of all, I did start my business in high school. And the only thing I really knew about is that I needed to have a business card so that people can call me to book me, you know? And so I was in the business of selling my performance arts services. So me performing and dancing and going around to different places. And we didn't really get paid for that. But, you know, if I had I'm the boss of my life youth conference, then I would have made some change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Been get pimped out for my talent.
Right. You know, not community service hours. You know, I want something that's going to translate, and that's $1 bill. So you know.
Yeah, and I think you know. So these opportunities are so very important, and even with the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, I remember this is so nostalgic for me because I'm from Philly, and so when I left Spelman, I went back home to Philadelphia after I graduated college, and I went to our Chamber of Commerce in Philadelphia, and I won a business pitch competition.
Okay.
Wow.
And my prize was a year membership at the Chamber of Commerce. And I got to the Chamber of Commerce. I was like 21.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, there's no services at this chamber that speaks to startup businesses and young professionals in my position. And they were like, oh, is that right? I said, yeah, we need some more programming for people like me who is just starting out. And they were like, great, why don't you go ahead and start it? And you know, and I'm
rest is history.
Yeah, rest is history. But you know, being able to pitch your business idea, I think is something. It's a great opportunity. MB always hosts his business pitch.
We just had one. Yeah,
right. Yes.
You know, so this is an amazing opportunity. Yeah,
definitely. And again, it goes back to having those conversations, right? And understanding the business structure, because we all want to be, you know, we all want to have something that we can call our own. But do we know how to maintain that? So, you know, again, this is something that allows you to think on a larger scale, right? To get our conversation started, to have these talks with each other and say, you know what, man, listen, I'm already doing this. How can I maximize my returns? How can I maximize my business? You know, and just being exposed to this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're glad to have created this. I want to thank Dr. Graylin Woods, who is the founding executive director of the Overtown Children Youth Coalition, for coming up with the conference idea, and then with Miss Lucretia Falk for coming up with the name. Like I promised, I said, with that name, we'll never have to change this name.
Oh no,
this is something that can go forever. I'm the boss of my life would be this conference that would just continue year after year after year. And each year, it continues to grow. When we started this conference 6 years ago, we had 50 kids that participated. When we did it last year, we had 256 kids. This year, we striving for about 400 kids to be there this year. Because it has grown each year that much. So we're very excited. And as you said, Danielle, there are still slots available. Please go to our website. The QR code is on the screen where you can register your young people. Again, as she said, not just your child, register your nieces, register your nephews, your cousins, your godkids,
the kids that don't want to leave your house, that ain't necessarily yours, but they're yours.
Those kids.
Them other kids, you know. Kids you saw off the street.
Get them registered and be a part of this free conference.
Yeah.
Say that one more time. It's what?
It is free.
Okay, come on.
It is a totally free conference for our young
luxury
people.
Transportation, and they'll be able to eat
breakfast and lunch.
So free food,
free
transportation, free information, no excuse.
There's no excuse.
I love that.
Not to be there. And it's a day of no school.
No school, right?
So it's on Friday, April 18th, was a Good Friday. So you're not at school that day. It's a teacher's work day. So parents, get them kids out there.
There you go. You took words right on my mouth. I know. Listen, now you got a Friday to yourself. So I would highly suggest you go ahead and sign.
Yeah.
Get them kids out of the house so you can have you a free day, and allow us to provide this information to those young people so that they can continue to prosper and have that foundation to be successful.
Anthony, can you dive into some of the networking opportunities and mentorship opportunities that's going to be on site for the students?
So we have Career Source South Florida will be there, providing opportunities for careers. Summer is coming up, so summer jobs opportunities will be there. The Children Bereavement Center will be there. As we said earlier, our young people are dealing with a lot. Oftentimes they're dealing with their friends or loved ones passing away, or they're dealing with other mental health issues, mental health concerns. So the Children Bereavement Center will be there to be able to provide resources and opportunities for them to be able to connect with other individuals. We have you're looking to bring the county correction department there for career opportunities, to start our young people career opportunities. We have Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship. They're going to be there to work with our young people who are interested in being an entrepreneur and starting their own careers. We have also created an opportunity where we're going to have this big activation room. An activation room is going to be just full of technology, everything from drones and robots, where young people can learn in hands-on fields of
the metaverse.
All that will be there. We also have a young lady, Miami Golf. She's going to bring her golf simulator. So those kids who just want to learn how to swing some golf clubs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There is no stone left unturned at this conference.
I'm telling you, you had me at free food. We there. Free transportation. Okay, now you really got me. All this free information. I mean, again.
Now I'm going to the metaverse for the first time. I'm golfing, shaking hands. I'm talking to mental health professionals. It's like a holistic approach. And like the title says, I'm the boss of my life. And I like that because it goes beyond the boss of what you may be at a job or your profession or your CEO at your own business. But no, I'm in charge of my own life. And the decisions that I make, the choices that I make, the places where I go, I have an opportunity to boss up and say, this is what I want to do. You can paint that picture. So I believe that they'll be able in that room on April 18th, they'll be able to visualize, they'll be able to dream big and say, you know what, there is no limit. The sky is not the limit. I have opportunities even abroad.
Yeah. And other opportunities to network with Zoe Taylor. So Zoe Taylor is the creator of Zoe Dolls. And Zoe Dolls was she started this nonprofit when she was in elementary school as a way of uplifting, encouraging young people through dolls. So she has a series of dolls that she has created and used them to uplift. We also are working with another young lady. She was here last year, and we're trying to get her again this year, Miss Erica J. Erica J is a young lady who has a hair company. Young girl, still in her 20s, but have reached a national level of success in selling hair products.
That's beautiful.
And we thought to bring in young people like that, so that our young people can see other young people that look like them, talk like them.
They can really,
they can resonate with them. Be like, are you just like me?
Yep.
Right.
You went to my school.
Right.
We went to the same school together.
Yeah.
I know your cousin.
Right.
You know, they can then feel like, if you're able to do it, I could do it also. It's not far-fetched. It's not just a dream or illusion to reach this level of success, because someone from my community, my neighborhood, were able to attain and achieve it also.
The success, yes, absolutely. Before we go, can you tell us a little bit about some impact stories, some maybe success stories of some of the young people who have been to this conference and where they are now?
Yeah, we got a couple of stories. We have one young lady. She was actually a part of our youth advisory council. We had to force her to be a part of this council. Like, I want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to do it. It was rough. Her first year. So she's been now. This is going to be her third year being involved in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
And the first year was rough. Now she is the spokesperson for the conference.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
She has become the spokesperson for the conference. She's now interested in a career in the hospitality industry.
Mm-hmm.
And not, hospitality as far as just being a cook or something on the front line, but actually being an advocate or a spokesperson in that hospitality industry, especially coming from Miami, being in the Overtown community, which is really the gateway into Miami.
Right.
Whether it's through the port or the seaport or the airport. She started to understand that industry and wants a career in that industry. And has now been able to participate in activities such as Soul Basel and Art Basel, and when American Black Film Festival come in town, she's actually involved and participating in those activities. And it started by being a part of the conference, and listening and networking, taking information in, and following up. Didn't just come to the conference and then the next day, just forgot everything, wait till next year. Started following up, started going and being a part of the organizations that were there, reaching out to them. How can I continue this movement I have going on? So she has learned from there and has grown from there. We have another situation where a young lady has started her own hair company as a result. She's since graduated from high school now, and has flourished in doing in braiding hair. Has become an entrepreneur in braiding hair to the extent that she now travels. Wow. People are booking her in Texas and LA and DC to come do hair. And she'll go and set up for 2 or 3 days and then come back.
Her clients come to her suite. Yes, that's amazing.
So these are just examples of what the conference has done on a larger scale.
Yeah.
But we think even on a smaller scale, it just has motivated individuals to just think differently.
Right.
Yep.
When we talk about prosperity, it's a mindset. It's not something it's a mindset. It's not something that you just do. You have to do consistency. It's a condition.
Right.
You have to be conditioned to understand prosperity.
To it,
Right. Just as, working out, you got to condition yourself.
Yep.
And prosperity is the same thing. And we think we have created this conference as the foundation to start that conditioning for our young people.
Absolutely. I was actually thinking that, and the fact that, you don't have to wait until you graduate high school to launch a business or to be on the track of success. You don't have to wait until you go to college to find opportunities to go abroad.
Right.
The opportunities are available now. And so, we just want to kill the myth that there's not opportunities and things out here for young people to do, and that there's not things happening in our community today for people to take advantage of.
Right.
The opportunities are available. You just have to get up. And nowadays, you just have to click.
That's it.
Yeah,
it's simple.
And make sure that you show up for these opportunities, because you don't want them to disappear because of the lack of participation and the lack of people going out to get the knowledge. So there is no such thing that you have to wait until a certain age to do anything. Everything nowadays is absolutely possible. And, you know, just we want to say thank you and give homage to our ancestors who have actually paved the way to allow us to do things and even the opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
You know, so want to just bring that up. But any last words, Steve?
Again, just thankful for the work that you're doing, you know, with the youth. I think the exposure part is big. And bringing that to the table to them right now opens up doors later on in life that they didn't even realize were possible. So just keep doing the good work. You know, it's reaching the intended audience. So we, you know, keep this thing going.
We're excited and we're looking forward to. We will keep it going. We start with this. We are going to keep this thing going.
And you have so much support from so many partners. Before we get out of here, Anthony, can you let us know, for those who are listening, what opportunities are available if there are organizations and other companies who would like to be a part of this day?
Oh yeah, so there's still opportunities available. We are still seeking organizations to sponsor a table. A table will allow 10 young people to attend the conference. A table it's $1,000, and that'll pay for 10 young people to attend the conference. There's still other opportunities for vendors. If you want to come, you have resources that are available to young people. We still have opportunities for that. Vendor space is free. If you want to be a vendor, just reach out to us. Just go on our website and reach out to us, and we'll be able to get you connected to our person, Ruth Ann Bennett, and she'll get you registered as a vendor. Or if you just want to come and just see the conference, you just want to come and hang out and experience what we're doing, please, you are also available to come by and do that. Because we want just people to see what we're doing in Overtown.
Okay.
The good work that's taking place in Overtown. The collaborative and the collective impact that we do as a coalition in the Overtown community.
Yeah.
We want to come by and just see that at work. My young people over at Janine will be doing all our filming and capturing all of the activities and things that were taking place on video and photos. So it's just a lot that we'll be doing. And if you have become creative and you may have an idea, just give us a call and we see how we can make that work also.
And what's that phone number?
Real innovative what we're doing. You can reach us at 786-373-5862. Again, our office number is 786-373-5862. Or you can reach us on our website, which is www.overtowncyc.org. That's overtowncyc.org.
Absolutely. Well, this has been quite an amazing episode. We're excited about the upcoming conference, I Am the Boss of My Life, taking place on April the 18th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is a free opportunity for youth 14 years old up to about 24 years old. And make sure you go to the website and register. It will be at the Intercontinental right here in Miami. And make sure you stay tuned right here to the Black Prosperity Podcast, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.